I've got a pin.
Oh my God. I wish I had an answer that I could.
I don't even have an answer, so I think we're both in the same boat. We'll just take our shame, 5 seconds of shame, and then we'll move on. Hi, I'm Mackenzie Morell, and today I have the pleasure of chatting with Lovlee Carroll, who plays Lily Baga in The New Adventures of Peter and Wendy. Let's get to the interview. Okay, so for those who are a bit behind on the series or they're just tuning in, can you tell them a little bit about your character and what's been going on in Neverland, Ohio?
Yes. So, season 3, Lily Baga she's a complicated person in many ways, but in her mind, she's very simple, I guess. So to me, she's a mastermind. She's a business mogul. She loves getting things done. She's all business, and even when it comes down to relationships and love and all of that, it's what can I get done? I got to do it in the best way possible, and she's a social climber, but the character has been fun. It's been so fun to play her because she says a lot of the things that we as people don't get to say out loud. And, it's always like the monologue, like when you want to say something, but you shouldn't, and you bite your tongue or whatever. She gets to say that with no holds barred. She just word vomit. And I love that about her, and it just makes her different. And, so she's awesome, and I'm really going to miss her. For those that don't know the show, Lily had an empire. She had a huge business and lost it all to JH Media, Joss Hook.
Mm-hmm.
And she is now broke and destitute, but Michael Darling, the darling that he is, has taken her in, and they are now a couple. Who would have ever thought that was possible? Shawn deLoache surely did. And but it's great. I mean, it's so great. You would never think a girl like Lily would be dating a Michael Darling type. Not at all. But ironically, that happens all the time. And it works. And it works for Lily, and it works for Michael.
Do you think that Lily is acclimating to her new situation well, with Joss kind of owning her empire and her trying to make her way back up the ladder?
Yeah, I think in the best way she can at this moment. It still hurts, and she's still, working on those internal emotions. The feelings monster.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I think she is. I think she's definitely she's better than what she used to be. So yeah, I think it's all work in progress, but she's handling it very well.
I would say so. And the last time we saw her, she is the assistant to Wendy. What's next for her? I mean, where could she go after this?
Oh, yes.
Without spoiling anything.
I know. I honestly don't know what happens. They won't show us the videos beforehand, so I can't honestly tell you because we shot it last year. So I can't even remember what happens. But yeah, she's Wendy's assistant. She's been promoted yet again. Every week I feel like it's a new promotion, which is great. So next, I don't know what happens with Lily next. She's probably chasing rabbits at the moment. I assume she's probably hunting rabbits. That's what she's really good at doing. So,
what's the major difference that you've seen in your character from where you started to where you are now?
I would say she's definitely more down to earth now. She's more humbled, I would say, and I don't know if that's something that happens when one loses all of their fortunes or not, but she's definitely, on this planet. She's in Neverland. Whereas before, I think she always saw herself as just this rich woman, like owning everything. And Michael has done I think Michael helped her become that, which is crazy to think because he doesn't even have his life together. But in so many ways, he has it more together than she does. So I think they help each other a lot with that. And so she's definitely grown. And I think after dating Peter too in season 2, she learned that, Peter, as much as she wanted him, she realized that it wasn't right for her. And I think in turn that helped her.
I know it's funny how Michael kind of brings out that in people, like the progression in their lives when he's kind of all over the place at himself. But I think he's content in that sense. So I'll have to talk to Brendan one time and see how he feels about the character. But I feel like it works that way, like kind of not having it together it makes him have it together.
Absolutely, like disorganized chaos or organized. That's what it is. Yeah.
Like, who do you like playing better, poor Lily or rich Lily?
Ooh, that's interesting. That's a really good question. Let me think. God, this is going to be such a boring answer, but I think I like aspects of both, honestly. Yeah. In season 1, she was carefree. She didn't have to worry about anything. She had all the money in the world. She had a private jet. She could fly to Naples, She was living on cloud 9 with Tank. Like, it was anything and everything. She owned the world, practically, and the world was hers. And that's so much fun to play because you can it's just off your shoulder, you're just brushing off. And that was a lot of fun. And the costumes, oh my God. That big fur vest when we're introduced to Lily in season 1. I loved that thing. I would never wear that in real life. So that was a lot of fun. But on the flip side, I do have to say, I can relate to more of how she is now, who she is now, and how she's become and evolved. Because I like to think that I'm a very humbled person, and I'm a nice person, So it was a lot easier to transition into those progressions, I guess.
And I mean, your character kind of started out not so nice, and people really didn't like her in the beginning. I know I didn't care for her much in the beginning, but it seems people have really warmed up to her. Do you think that she kind of cares more about what people think these days, or what do you think is kind of why she made that shift?
I have to give credit to Shawn's writing. Because he did, write a very good, very, very good character for me to play. So, so her natural, character involvement, is a large part of him. But I will say that he will, you ask him now and he will turn that back on me and say, I helped him be able to write Lily and how we see her now, because he's gotten to know us, all of us, not just me, but all of us throughout the seasons. He's gotten to know how we speak, our mannerisms and all of that. So it's helped him write these characters for 3 seasons. I'm glad that people saw her, and as how they did in the first season, and now they obviously have warmed up to her, because I think that was inside her all along. It just took a while to come out, and the right person to bring it out of her.
And I think that's the best part, is just kind of being able to grow with characters and seeing, how they progress and how they're changed. I mean, nobody stays the same forever. So I think that's great storytelling, to just see that evolution of what's happening.
I will say that out of the other stuff that I've seen on the web and even on TV, I mean, even network, like what we have is really special. And if it goes down in history with, the way it is just online with the 3 seasons we have, then great. Like, we have amazing memories. But if something else comes from it, I mean, I would be so happy.
Right. Hopefully down the line we get like a a movie or something like that. I feel like something like that could happen. So we'll keep
Yeah. You know
our
anybody in the
fingers crossed.
movie?
Right. Maybe. I know people, but they're more in like post-apocalyptic series, that kind of stuff. So I don't know how much help they would be. But
Peter and Wendy Apocalypse.
right, putting them in there's like 2 months to live and they have to survive, and you have like pixie dust and see how that goes.
Exactly. Who do you think would survive?
Oh, um I feel like probably I feel like Michael and Peter,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I just like I feel like Joss wouldn't make it because he seems like put together, but at the same time he like will unravel too quickly. Like I saw him losing his cool on the last couple episodes, and I feel like you just go down with that ship because you're just gonna lose yourself. So, but
Yeah.
but I don't know. I feel like Lily would come out on top. She's pretty resourceful when she wants to be.
She is. I agree. But yeah, Michael and Peter, they definitely, especially the two of them, because they were living together in
Together.
season 2. So I feel like, if they would help each other, and then when it came down to it, Michael would probably sacrifice himself. So
Probably he probably wouldn't know he was just doing it and then it would happen, but be like, oh man, I'm gonna die, it's okay. I committed,
Exactly.
let's go. I kind of like to throw in my signature question, which is kind of weird but it's fun, so I'm
Okay.
gonna ask it. So based on your personality, if you could choose a donut, what kind of donut would it be and what toppings would be on it?
Donuts?
Yes.
Oh my God. Well, I will start by saying that I do not eat donuts anymore because I got sick on them.
Oh
And
no.
anybody who knows, getting sick on something, it kind of ruins that taste, at least
Yes.
for a very long time. And in my
Mhm.
case, forever.
That's how I feel about taquitos. I can never eat a taquito ever again. So I feel you. I feel you. Don't try and eat like 10 of them one night. Like, it's just not a good idea. You're gonna get sick, so don't eat them.
I'm so boring. I would probably be a glazed donut. And just simple glazed donut. And I don't even need the sprinkles. I don't need like gummy bears and stuff or filling. Or, I'm just, yeah,
Just
I'm a
simple.
glazed.
Totally off topic. Obviously you're on a show, you're on TV. What kind of shows do you like to watch? Like, are you binge watching anything? Anything you want to recommend to people?
I love classic movies, so that's probably, if I have time to watch something, that's what I'm gonna watch.
Binge the classics. You
Oh
can't go
yes.
wrong there. We're talking about secrets right now, and I need to know what exactly is in this pan punch. Do you know, or do I need to
Oh,
go to Kyle?
you know, I think that is I don't think he's ever even told me, honestly. I'm racking my brain right now, and I'm trying to think if he ever told me the ingredients to pan punch, and I don't think I know. I think it's magic, whatever he puts in it.
It's obviously the final season, which we're very sad about. As you wrap things up, what do you hope for your character? To see that conclusion.
Um, what do I hope for Lily? I just want Lily to be happy. I think, if she hasn't reached full happiness, she's definitely on her way.
Mm-hmm.
And I do want to see her company or some sort of business, for her, because she is a businesswoman, and that's something that I don't think will ever go away.
Mm-mm.
It's innate in her. So I do want to see her have some sort of business on the side or something. Maybe even with Michael. Like I said, I can't even tell. I don't know what happens, so I'm not giving away anything because I honestly don't know. who knows what, I mean, anything. Them and her and Michael could have their own show. Honestly, I think that would be fun.
Spin off. He invents something like crazy and you back it once you get your money back. And then spin off.
Yes, absolutely.
Somebody has to write
Shawn!
it. Right? All right. So, are you Team Pan or Team Hook? The face.
Oh
just
God.
like.
Is this a trick question?
Maybe a little bit.
I have to say Team Pan.
Team Pan.
Team Pan, yeah. You know, there are a lot of things I like about Joss. I honestly think him and Lily in a different life could have been together. And they would probably do very well together. But Team Pan, it's inevitable. It's written in the stars.
Mm-hmm. And Wendy's starting to get her little doubts. I mean, her mind is starting to reel a little bit that she might be with the wrong man. So I guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah. Yep. And don't think you know what the outcome's gonna be just because you think you know. Like,
you don't know.
No.
Spoiler alert: Lily and Wendy actually end up together. What? You heard it here first.
We are living in the 21st century in 2017, so
this is true.
People.
Wendy told Peter to get out of her window, and she grabbed Lily instead. There you go.
I mean, Lily has been getting closer to Wendy. In each episode this season, she's...
See, I see things that other people don't
do.
Intuition. I got this. So to kind of wrap up, I just want to kind of talk to you about, what's next. If you have anything that you can talk about in terms of projects coming up, anything you're excited about, looking forward to, all of that good stuff.
Yeah. The most recent thing is I just booked a Shakespeare play.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm so excited because it's one of my favorite Shakespearean plays. It's Twelfth Night, or What You Will. I'm playing the lead role of Viola. So I'm so excited, and I'm just starting, we're starting rehearsals next week, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and the cast is amazing. It's a very small, intimate space, so it's not, a huge playhouse, but I think that makes it all the more fun. And the show opens in May. I don't think they have an exact date of when the show will open, but it will open early May and then run through June, I think, and it's in Pasadena. Also, I shot a pilot with John Singleton last year, and that got picked up for a first season last fall, and it is going to be airing next Tuesday. Yeah. But I'm in the pilot episode, so I'm not in the entire season because they didn't know they were going to have a season yet. So I'm just in the pilot, but look for me in that. It's a very small role, but nonetheless, still in it, and it's airing next Tuesday, March 28th, on BET channel. I don't know what time it starts, but you can look it up online. It's called Rebel. That's the name of the TV show. It's called Rebel. It's all over Los Angeles billboards, and they've been playing, trailers or commercials or whatever for it. So
that's amazing. Yeah. That is so fun. And I guess the last thing would just be, do you have any message to the fans as we kind of, close this chapter in the new adventures of Peter and Wendy?
Oh, fans. I haven't really had a chance of really feel to talk to the fans, so I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much for just watching and tuning in every week. I mean, I know there's been a, brief intermission in between the seasons, but thank you for sticking with us and keeping the magic alive with us. Without you guys, we'd be playing to a wall. So you guys really help us. You inspire us. Thank you guys, and thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the last season of Peter and Wendy because it's been a blast playing Lily.
And you never know. Something might come up down the road.
Michael and Lily, just saying. Hashtag just saying.